Hello, everyone. Today we are doing a reading that will help you to discover what your value is as a person who offers services, an entrepreneur that offers services to other people. What is your value proposition? What makes you different from other people? What makes you in a way that people will want to purchase from you? All right, so you have your three options for the cards here. This one is for the Pythos plant, this one is for the aloe vera plant, and this one is for the ferns. Just take a deep breath and choose one or many of these piles. You could choose more than one. And just keep in mind, this is a collective reading, so if there's anything that doesn't resonate with you, you can feel free to leave it behind. And here are the card options. All right, once you've made your decision, I will see you in your pile. Welcome, pile number one. This reading is for you. And we've pulled out a number of really beautiful cards today, which talk about what it is that you uniquely offer energetically in this lifetime and how you can earn money for that, for those gifts. The first card that we have here is the Oracle card. And the Oracle is a very beautiful card. You can see it just by looking at it. She is the one that brings information to people, important information. She gathers facts. She is a truth speaker. She brings insight. And from the book, it says here, the ancestor who will be your best outspoken girlfriend, someone who will tell you exactly what you need to hear to move forward. And this is what you uniquely offer: the voice, the honesty, the truth telling, the cutting through the BS. There are important signs and messages that you can also intuit if that's connected to the work that you do. And so you see things clearly for people. When they have a muddled vision, you help them discover what it is that needs to come through that muddled vision and what messages are waiting for them. You got also in the whale, and the whale is, well, the animal deck itself brings powers and wisdom. So the powers and wisdom that you bring to your clients are grace, strength, serenity. And I think that has a lot to do with this information. It's as if the clarity of the information gives them a sense of peace. Beauty of movement, balance, telepathic abilities. The whale is the guardian of the balance on Earth, but also the bringer of cosmic memory. And I think that these two, in that sense, are really connected. And the transmission of knowledge through the voice. If you are a temporary ally for your clients, that connecting to Mother Earth is really powerful, and you may even be an earth sign, especially in your Western astrology. You guide people on things that have to do with nature and emotion and protecting the planet even. For some of you, this could be like information that you give about how to volunteer or how to build off-grid houses. And if you are helping people in a long-term sense, like those big transformations that they're going through, it's all about establishing a balance, an emotional balance through the waters, and a balance between what the cosmos have to say and what the experience of human life is. You really get to the hearts of people and bring them something that's of true value to them to reach those big goals. And again, I'm seeing a lot around biology, ecology, zoology, botany, medicine, and even planetary diversity. You're bringing back that sense of peace, serenity, and grace and balance. This card is the past lives card. And this one talks to us about what karmic cycles you may be helping people overcome. And this one talks about loneliness. And let's see what this one has to say for itself. Your soul is profoundly marked by loneliness. And you may have run or hid from those around you and even created an energetic barrier around you. This is a long, solitary path. and you felt like you were isolated, or maybe you were far away even in a religious sense, like in a convent or a monastery. And remember, this is talking about perhaps your karmic patterns, but mostly the karmic patterns of the people who need your help right now, because that's the main focus of this reading. So, what is it that they would like to overcome in this life? They want to be with more people. So there could be a lot of blocks in the establishing contact with other people, especially feeling comfortable in close friendships, acquaintances, in romantic relationships, it could be. And you're just not, the person that you're working with is just not accustomed to interacting with people. And this could be really uncomfortable, almost like social anxiety. So your challenge, or their challenge in this lifetime, is to heal that deep loneliness and find a balance. Again, we see about balance here between the whale and the loneliness card. And this is done through dialogue with the people that you work with. And finally, what is something that you bring to the table? A sharp sense of focus. Let's see what the guidebook on this one has to say. Yes, confidence and calmness. Yay! Yeah, we talked a lot about calmness and strength. Now we're talking about confidence and really helping people focus through turmoil and change. Think more deeply and slow down. Personal truth. Yes, talking about the truth again. And don't let it get lost in your present dealings. So what is your personal truth? What is the personal truth of the people that you're wanting to work with? And it talks about emotional balance as well. So these two are really talking about emotional balance as well. You're helping people come into an emotional balance so that they can feel like they are connected with people again. Jupiter and Sagittarius. Yeah, so there's a big Sagittarius feeling with the arrow and the truth. It's like you're very much shooting an arrow into the truth, and that's your style. I mean, you're helping people overcome those sense of loneliness in this lifetime. Thank you so much for listening to this one, pile 1. As it was a beautiful reading. If anything didn't resonate, that's okay. You can leave it behind. And you can also look at the other piles and listen to those messages in case Spirit wanted to bring anything in there in those senses for you. Most importantly, does it feel like you? And if so, you can take it aboard. And if it doesn't feel like you, you can just leave it there. A buffet. If you see some old gray sushi under a heat lamp, you don't have to eat it. But remember, one person's old gray sushi is another person's juicy steak. I'll see you in pile 2, or go ahead and skip to the end of this reading, as there is a special gift for you awaiting you there. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome. Today you've got the Direction Guardian, the dog, the soul blockage, and our last card for today, let's see here, Vitality. Oh, very interesting spread. So let's get into this reading. The first card that came through for you was the Direction card, pile number 2. So let's see what it says. Although basically what it's talking about is your ability to help guide people in the direction that they want to go. They have a couple of different options and they're not quite sure how to get there. And your job is to reconnect them to those deep desires. And your job really is helping them. I can already see all of the answer here. To make your heart sing and your soul sing. Okay, so your job is really connecting them back to the heart center, to what the soul really desires. The Direction Guardian card represents the angels of direction. These amazing angels are the ones who come to us when we're at a crossroads and don't know which way to go. We are unsure of what is right for us in the bigger picture. So you, in a sense, are the Direction Guardian. You get to look at the bigger picture, but you also connect them to their heart center and remind them that no matter what path they take, they're going to be okay. But that You don't have any expectations for them. Their path isn't set in stone, and they can take many directions. None of them are wrong. And that life is to be enjoyed and savored, which I also see in the vitality card as well. And if they're feeling indecisive, just your job is to direct them to the path that makes them light up and is most connected to their heart. The animal guide that you got in is the dog. And the dog talks about love, loyalty, protect, and let's see what else. Yeah, loyalty, protection, and just companionship. So you're like someone who's with them in a really, it's non-confrontational kind of way. And it's not as if you're telling them what to do. It's as if you are accompanying them on a very specific part of their journey. Wisdom, guiding those who cannot see, so they cannot see the path forward, but you're guiding them. Getting involved completely with them. And you can smell problems from a distance, so you may be able to look down these paths as well and know, is it this way? Is it this way? Is it this way? And this one smells good, this one smells bad. Knowing, okay, a very sensual knowledge as well, connecting back to the body and the vitality and the heart. So you are constantly connecting them back, almost creating a connection between the personality and the soul through vitality. Yes, what you teach above anything, above all else, is unconditional love for who they are. Just because they exist, what you do is see their soul, and it doesn't matter if they're thin or fat, if they feel successful or not, if they feel like they are good at things or not good at things. You are the one that shows them with complete loyalty and protection and safety and truth that it's okay. Yes, you have intuition as well that helps you with these and can help them to say with which path is my correct path. They are experiencing blockages in the soul, and this may be something that you have experienced as well, and that's why you're even able to talk about it and you're able to help people work through it. So they may have one life or many lives blocked, and maybe even rejecting the self. Okay, so here comes in that sense a feeling of being stuck and like trying to avoid the emotion behind things or the feelings behind things. And that's a reaction to a very difficult life in which you went through a lot of incredible emotional pain. Remember, this is you or your clients. So now it's like the time to get to know those experiences and just release yourself from them, connected above all to the heart chakra, and releasing like that energetic, energetic armor that you've put around that suffering, and just starting to heal it. And understanding this in a karmic path as well. This is helping them move a project forward, a very specific project forward. And it could be connected to the root chakra as well. So feelings of safety and security. And then from this space being able to connect to the vitality, because the dog and Taurus have very similar energetic properties in the sense that the dog is very connected to sensuality, and so is Taurus. So let's see what the final card, Vitality, has to say for us. And let's see here. Yes, the figs, which is representative of you, will show that they can and should look at what they have and what's going on with new eyes. Every single day gives us all the chance for a fresh beginning, but you will need to jump up and work for it. New life experiences are on offer, and clarity will shine on opportunities as well. Someone may be about to bring trouble to your sphere, so make sure you protect yourself. Yeah, there's a very interesting piece there. Jupiter and Taurus. Okay, yeah, so there's opportunities here, but there is a very interesting piece with the dog and the direction cardian and the vitality card. With the dog can kind of smell the snake in the grass, and that's part of what you're doing, is like not in a very dramatic way, like there's somebody trying to hurt you, I don't think. But is this really the right path for you? And could just be that they're like thinking of purchasing something. And your job is like looking down that path with them and being like, no, that's not a good idea. All right. Remember, this is a collective and timeless reading, which means you can come back to this reading at any time you want. And collective, which means you can take whatever resonated for you and leave anything that didn't resonate behind. I like to think of it as a spiritual buffet. So if there's some great looking sushi that you just don't want to take on your plate, you can leave it there. But remember, one person's great looking sushi is another person's juicy steak. So just take what resonates, what looks yummy, and leave what doesn't behind. You can listen to one or all of the messages or any combination of the messages, as there may be some information there for spirit. And make sure that you listen to the end of this video in order for me to give you a very special gift. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. What a beautiful reading we have in. I was like seeing this one in my mind's eye, and then it popped out. And I was like, wow. There's a lot of really beautiful stuff here. Firstly, we have the eagle. So remember, this reading is in connection with what is it that you offer to your clients that makes you valuable, i.e. your value proposition, maybe the niche that you work with, and the message that you send to them. What is that unique thing that's your value that you offer to the world? Okay, so eagle. The first card that came up is the eagle card, and the eagle card talks to us about seeing things from a higher perspective. What does this mean? When people get to a certain space and they feel really blocked and like they can't move forward, your job is to be zooming out and helping them see their life as a whole, or even their past lives, or even their future lives, or even like the plan, like why are they getting stuck in this one place? But you're helping them to look at the whole perspective of the situation. Let's see if there's anything else in the book. Fly higher and see new possibilities. In animal medicine, both Native American and Celtic, the eagle draws its power from the sun. It is a powerful, strong, and courageous guide which is able to see from miles. It approaches things with intelligence. Nice. So that is definitely true for you as well, having this Aquarius in the reading with grace and poise, and has the capacity to make a plan from a higher space before putting it in action. Very cool. So it's like you're looking at the entire business from a further perspective. And your job is helping them to understand that their views or vision may be limited at this time because you are the eagle guide. Good. So then the next one is the mouse. And the mouse, how cute is that little mouse, by the way? Oh, cute. It's so cute. It makes me want to get a pet mouse. But I already have so many pets in my house. I have a dog, a cat, and a fish. Do I really? LMNOPQR. Do I really need a mouse too? Okay, quietude, attention, persistence, invisibility, discovering things, giving to others, humility and service, seeing more than just one meaning, understanding the details, examining life, values. Okay, yeah, so I see this card really connected with Virgo as well. So it's really funny because this one is all about seeing from a higher perspective, and then this one is almost completely all about the details. So it's almost as if you offer your clients a look from high above, but then also you're like, here are the details of what you need to do and how to do it. And it's a very analytical sort of work. It's here are the lines, here are the spaces, and yeah, to help them stay on the right path. It's almost, you know what the path is, and you can help them just stay on the path. It's humble and service driven. Yes, and a logical understanding of where it fits in the world, and helping people to stay on the correct path. Really good attention to detail. That's vital. Details are like your thing. Details are really important to you. And it seems as if you're helping souls that have gotten into problems and require some humility and honesty to understand their errors and to really take on the responsibilities that they need to take on and move forward. If the mouse, and that's you, it is deciding to help in the current situation. You would do that by getting an extensive reflection of the situation and being really honest. I love that for the Aquariusness. And the wholeness card, this is really funny. We're going to talk about that in a second, but it's like you are taking an extensive look at the entire situation and helping them focus on just this one path. And they're already on the path, and you just need to help them get to the end of it. Yeah, some writing perhaps involved. Yeah, some listening as well. Yes, very good. And, oh, okay, this is just calling to my attention. Elemental PQR. Is it sad that I'm a 31-year-old adult and I still can't remember what order the letters are and I have to say them in my head? Okay, the Middle East and the southeast of Russia, 8,000 years, adapts to a variety of climates and is considered a species that is cosmopolitan, so lives within the cities, domesticated, and the field mouse. So yes, could live in like rural spaces as well. The next card that has come in for you today is the excessive work card. And I feel like this has so much to do with the people that you're working with. And this is going to be true what I'm about to read for either for yourself, like you've already been through this, or your clients. You're a very brave soul and you have worked a lot, but you've been more focused your relationships and not your friendships and not your romantic relationships. You had no time to even think about your personal construction, your personal life, because you just weren't living in the moment and not taking care of yourself. So you were really throwing yourself into your work and protecting your energy in that space. And so planning and constructing, you know a lot how to do that, but it's just blocking your current life when it comes to interacting with other people. And so your challenge in your current life is to think of yourself, to live in the moment, in the present moment, and to focus on what your truth is. Because through a lot of lives, your soul has been hiding from itself and giving itself body and soul to work. So you need to find a balance. And I think that's where we're talking about your clients, of course, but many of you have probably lived through this as well, which is why you can help your clients with it. Wholeness, number 33. This is like seeing the person for the whole. All of the meaning is coming together with projects and plans, the completion. And so it's like you're getting them to a place where like they have completed the work or they're really close to completing the work. But there's just like a resistance around getting those final pieces in place because they've already put in so much work that it's like now they need to take a step back and realize like they are a whole person. Yes. Balance and stability are present from this foundation. Okay, so there's already a foundation built there and the possibilities are expanding. Great. Setbacks and delays and misses are challenges to watch out for. And it's Mercury as well, so it's all about communication also. Very interesting. That has been your collective reading pile number 3. If it didn't resonate or any part of it didn't resonate with you, make sure that you just leave behind what you don't want. It's as if you're in a buffet and imagine there's some old gray sushi under a heat lamp and you're like, gross, I don't want that. That's okay. Remember, you can just leave it there if it didn't resonate with you or it didn't look yummy. And remember that your old gray sushi is somebody else's juicy steak. You can also listen to pile 1 or pile 2 if there's any pieces missing from your reading today. And I wanted to go ahead and hop on the video and say a huge thank you. I know that discovering our value is a very deep and personal situation. And so if there are any pieces that are still not quite hammered out for you yet, and you're wondering, like, can Simone help me a little bit more? I can. Go ahead and request either in the comments section, or you can send me a private message depending on what platform we're on, either another card or a one-to-one session. And the one-to-one sessions are free for the moment. At the time of recording this, they are free. And it could be like a short chat about how I can help you with this further, and I can look at the cards or the astrology chart for you, because there's so much beautiful depth of information in both of those. And so, yeah, either put a comment or go ahead and send me a message and I'll book you in. Thank you.